Dark stage lights, concert crowd, night. He was a rising music star. Millions of fans, sold-out shows, a future that seemed limitless. Dark Tesla car, night, empty parking lot. Then police opened the trunk of his Tesla, and everything changed forever. Dark crime scene tape, night, police lights. Inside that trunk was the body of a 14-year-old girl. Her name was Celeste Rivas Hernandez. She had been missing for 7 months. Nobody knew she was there. Dark, empty street. Night. Shadows. The man who owned that Tesla was D4vd, one of the fastest rising stars in music. 21 years old, with everything to lose. Dark concert stage. Empty. Shadows. While his fans streamed his music, while he performed on stages around the world, a teenage girl was dead, and he allegedly knew exactly where she was. Dark missing poster, single light, Celeste Rivas. Hernandez was 14 years old. She disappeared without a trace. Her family searched desperately, filed missing persons reports, begged for information. For 7 months, they heard nothing. Dark car trunk, shadows, crime scene. Then in September 2025, police discovered the body of a young girl in the trunk of a Tesla registered under D4vd's name. DNA confirmed it was Celeste. She had been there for months. Dark police station, night, lights. D4vd, whose real name is David Burke, continued performing, continued releasing music, continued building his career, while investigators built their case. Dark social media screen. Shadows. His fans had no idea. His label had no idea. Or so they claimed. The music kept playing. The body stayed hidden. Dark courtroom. Shadows. Single light. In April 2026, police arrested D4vd for the murder of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. The music world was shocked. His fans were devastated. His label dropped him immediately. Dark, empty stage, single spotlight. How does a rising music star allegedly murder a 14-year-old girl and hide her body for 7 months while continuing to perform? Dark street, night, no people. Investigators are still uncovering the full extent of what happened. How did D4vd know Celeste? How did she end up in his car? What happened in those final hours? Dark phone screen, messages, shadows. Sources close to the investigation suggest the two had been in contact through social media. A teenager reaching out to her favorite artist. A connection that would end in tragedy. Dark, empty bedroom. Teenage posters. Shadows. Celeste was somebody's daughter. Somebody's friend. A teenage girl with dreams and a future. She deserved to grow up. She deserved to come home. Dark music venue. Empty. Shadows. The music industry is asking hard questions. How much access do artists have to young, vulnerable fans? Who is responsible when that access turns deadly? Dark courtroom door. Closing. Shadows. D4vd is currently awaiting trial. If convicted, he faces life in prison. His music has been removed from many streaming platforms. His career is over. Dark Tesla. Empty road. Night. But none of that brings Celeste back. None of that answers the questions her family is still asking. Darkness. Single light. Fading. A 14-year-old girl went missing. For 7 months, nobody found her. She was there the whole time. Hidden in the dark, by someone the world called a star. What really happened to Celeste Rivas Hernandez? And how did nobody know? In the wake of the arrest, the public was divided. Some fans insisted on D4vd's innocence, while others mourned the loss of a young life cut tragically short. Hushed whispers filled the corners of social media platforms, debates igniting as followers examined every piece of evidence. Friends and family of Celeste shared cherished memories. painting a picture of the girl who never got the chance to blossom into adulthood. A scholarship fund was established in her honor, aiming to promote music education for underprivileged children. It was a touching tribute, a reminder that Celeste's story would live on in the hearts of those who loved her. Meanwhile, D4vd's silence spoke volumes. Tensions escalated as the trial date approached, drawing media attention like moths to a flame. News outlets camped outside the courthouse, amplifying the narrative with every headline, every sensationalized report. Fans from both sides stood united, demonstrating the stark divide that D4vd's actions had wrought, while bloggers dissected court documents as if they were chart-topping hits. Each morning, a new layer of the complex tragedy was revealed, and in the midst of it all, Celeste's family continued to grieve, holding tightly to their memories of a daughter lost far too soon. As the trial began, the courtroom buzzed with anticipation, a strange mix of hope and despair. D4vd, dressed in a somber suit, sat with a steely expression, his gaze unwavering as the prosecution laid out its case. Graphic images were displayed, detailing the grim discovery that had shattered countless lives. Onlookers fought back tears, remembering the vibrant girl Celeste had been. Testimonies unfolded, each one a devastating reminder of the cruel convergence of talent, fame, and tragedy that had left a haunting void. Every revelation was a painful reminder of how a star's rise could coincide with a family's unimaginable loss. As the days in court dragged on, emotions ran high. Each witness brought fresh anguish, recounting the moments leading to Celeste's disappearance. A friend of hers shared the last text she received from Celeste, filled with excitement over her upcoming concert plans, a stark contrast to the painful reality they now faced. The friend's voice trembled as she recalled a laughter-filled weekend, oblivious to the impending tragedy that would follow. Celeste's family remained stoic, faces etched with sorrow, grappling with the harsh truth of their loss, while craving justice for their beloved daughter. In the gallery, D4vd's supporters showed signs of unwavering faith, holding on to the hope that their musical icon would be exonerated. Yet, the evidence mounted against him, painting a complex portrait of a case steeped in darkness. Each day, whispers of doubt sowed unrest among the crowd, mirroring the turbulence within the courtroom. As testimonies concluded, the world held its breath, desperate for resolution, yet fearful of the truths that lay ahead. The prosecution's finale brought an emotional weight that lingered in the air. They highlighted the chilling juxtaposition of D4vd's meteoric rise in the music world and his alleged heinous actions behind closed doors. How could he perform for adoring fans when a family was shattered by grief? The lead prosecutor demanded passionately, sparking hushed murmurs throughout the courtroom. Each pair of eyes shifted from the evidence to D4vd, whose once unbreakable image now teetered on the brink of destruction. The looming question hung heavily. Would this trial uncover the truth and deliver justice to Celeste's memory, or would it further bury her story in the shadows of fame? As the defense took the stage, they painted a contrasting picture. D4vd as a misunderstood artist, grappling with the pressures of fame while maintaining his innocence. They argued that the evidence was circumstantial, leaving doubt to linger in the minds of the jurors. In the end, the jury deliberated for days, weighed down by the conflicting narratives presented in court. Finally, they emerged, a somber silence enveloping the room as the verdict was read. Justice for Celeste sought to shine a light on the dark corners of fame, a reminder of the lives impacted by one tragic decision.